Good morning. My name is WCD Vijay Singh and my student number is MS24 906708. Today I will be presentation the key aspect of the foundation of wireless communication and overview of the key concept and technologies. This research paper covered the what is the wireless communications, network models and fundamental wireless transitions, antenna theory, wireless standard and security, and finally we talk about the future trends of this wireless communication. Based on this research paper, I prepare presentation. This presentation covered the introduction of wireless communication, network models and fundamental, wireless transmission and modulation, antenna theory and multiple access methods, wireless standard and security, and finally we talk about the summary and future gaps. First move to the what is a wireless communication? Wireless communication. Wireless communication refers to the transmission of the information over the distance without the use electrical conductors or wires. It relies to the electromagnetic waves carry signal through the air or space. Consider the importance of the wireless communication. It provides the mobility and flexibility, enhance the communication in remote and inaccessible areas, facilitate uh, facilitate the rapid deployment and infrastructure setup, underpinned with the vast range of modern technologies and services. Next, we move to the how to use this wireless technology in the real world example. First one, talk about the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi used the local area wireless networking for internet access. Then consider the mobile network. Communication for the mobile phones and device. Like example for 4G, 5G. This is a example of the mobile networks. Then IoT, Internet of Things. Real world used that wireless technology connecting the sensors and devices for data communicating, collecting and control. Then finally, another example we consider the satellite communication. Long distance communication for broadcasting, navigating and remote connectivity. These are some of example of the real world how to use this wireless network. Then we consider the evaluation of the wireless communication. This evaluation we can identify that the shift from the wire to wireless have a revolution how do we connect and interact. Each generation of the wireless technology has brought the significant advantages in the speed, capacity and capability. Wireless communication is essential for the modern digital world. Then next move to the network models and fundamental. First, we understand of the ISO OSI model and TCP IP model. These models provide the conceptual framework for understanding how to transmit over the internet. Firstly, we talk about the Open System Interaction OSI model. The OSI model is a conceptual framework that standardizes the function for communication system. It consisted of 7 layers, each responsible for specific tasks in the network communication. That layers are application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. Then next we understand each layer have different responsible. Now we understand what are the responsible of the each layer. First we get the physical layer. Physical layer handle the raw data transmission over the physical media using the cables, wireless signal. Then consider the data link layer. Data link layer manage the array detection, correction and media access control addressing. Then network layer. Network layer responsible for logical addressing, IP addresses and routing data between networks. Then transport layer. It ensures the reliable data transmission using the protocol like TCP and UDP. Then you next consider the session layer. Session layer manage and control the communication session between the applications. Then next move to the presentation layer. What is the presentation layer responsible? That layer responsible is translation, encrypted and compresses data for communication. Finally, we talk about the application layer. Application layer provide the network service to the end users. Example for HTTP, FTP, SMTP. This OSI model helped to the standardized communication for troubleshooting by dividing the network function into the distance layer. Then this OSI model have a advantage and disadvantages. First, we talk about what are the advantages of this OSI model. This first we get the advantage for both connection oriented services and connectionless services are supported. And another advantage is all the layers work independently. This is some of the OSI model advantages. Then move to the disadvantages. Setting up the model is a challenging task. This is some of the disadvantage of this model. And also it is only used to the reference model. These are considered the both advantage and disadvantage of this OSI model. Then move to the next model of the TCP IP model. TCP IP standard for transmission control protocol, internet protocol. This model practical and widely used in the network model for internet communication. This layer include the 4 layers in network layer, internet layer, transport layer and application layer. This layer also have a different responsible in the each layer. First we talk about the network layer. Network layer handle the data transmission over the network hardware. This is one of the responsible is the network layer. Then talk about the internet layer. Internet layer managing the addressing, routing and IP packets delivery. This is the internet layer responsible. Then move to the transport layer. Transport layer ensure the reliable or fast data delivery. This is the transport layer responsible. Finally, we move to the application layer. This layer include the protocol like HTTP, DNS and FTP for user application. The TCP IP model is more practical than the OSI model, as is the foundation of the modern internet communication, while the OSI model provide the structural references. The TCP IP model is implement the real world network like internet. This model also have a disadvantage and advantages. First move to the advantage of this model. Advantages are TCP model. Many routing protocols are supported, and also it is a highly scalable and uses a client server architecture, and also it is a lightweight. Then move to the disadvantage of TCP IP model. It is a little difficult to set up for other model, and also delivery for packet in the not granted by the transport layer, vulnerable to the synchronized attack. These are disadvantage of TCP IP model. Next, we move to the wireless transmission and modulation. In the wireless transmission modulation, have a error detection technique in wireless network, analog to digital conversion, modulation techniques like amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, also digital modulation, advanced modulation also have this wireless transmission and modulation concept. First, we talk about the error detection technique in wireless network. In wireless network, data transmission is particularly susceptible to errors due to the factor like signal interference, noises, and fading. Therefore, error detection technique critical to the maintain data integrity. Here, more detail look at the some common methods. They use to the parity checks, checksum, cycling redundancy check, CRC. These are error detection. They use the some of the method. First, we talk about the parity checks. These parity checks divide to the two concepts. First one is a simple parity check. That means this is a simple form of the error detection. The receiver count the number of one in the received data. If the parity doesn't match, an error is detected. A limitation is it can only detect the odd numbers of the bit errors if an even numbers of bits are flipped. The parity remains the same. The error goes to the undetected. Next, move to the two-dimensional parity check. This method used to the organize the data into the grid and calculate the parity bits for both rows and columns. It can detect the sometimes correct signal bit errors and detect the some multi-bit errors. Also, it more reliable than the simple parity check, but it still has a limitation in the detecting complex error pattern. Then move to the checksum. Checksum also have two concepts, two parts. First one is a concept and variation. First, we talk about the concept. Concept is the data is divided into the segment and the segment are added together. The sum is then used to the checksum which the transmitted in the with the data. The receiver perform the same calculation and compare the results with the received checksum. If they doesn't match, an error is detected. Then we talk about what is the variation. Variation, there is a different with the checksum algorithm, such as the internet checksum using the TCP IP. Checksum are more effective than simple parity checks at detecting multi-bit errors. Then finally we talk about the cyclic redundancy check. This concept is a powerful error detection technique that use. Then the generator is used to calculate the remainder which appended to the data. The receiver performs the same division on the received data. If remainder is 0, the data is considered the error free. This cyclic redundancy check have advantages. There are CRC can detect the high percentage of errors, including the burst errors. Also, it is a widely used the various communication protocol, including Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Key point, consider that CRC we have a key point. There are effective is the determined by the chosen generator, and also very common version is used in the many network. Then uh, we move to the analog to digital conversion. Uh, Plus code modulation converts the analog signal into the digital signal by sampling, continuing, and encoding. That is analog to digital conversion. Then next move to the modulation technique. Modulation technique have three categories. First is amplitude modulation versus the frequency modulation. Next to the digital modulation, and finally talk about the advanced modulation. First, we talk about the amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. This modulation is an analog modulation techniques where the amplitude of frequency of the carrier waves is varied according to the information signal. Then talk about the digital modulation have ASK. ASK means amplitude shift key. That ASK modulation represent the digital data by varying in the amplitude of the carrier wave. Then talk about the FSK. FSK means the frequency shift key that represent to the digital data by varying in the frequency of the carrier waves. Then another digital modulation in the PSK, pace shift key, that that represent to the digital data by varying the pace of carrier waves. Then finally we talk about the advanced modulation called the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. It divide to the wideband channel into the multi-narrow band subcarriers, improve the spectral efficiently, and mitigating the multipath fading. These are called the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. Then move to the another main topic that called the antenna theory and multiple access method. Then talk about the antenna theory and propagation. Antenna convert the electrical signal into the electromagnetic waves and vice versa, facilitating the wireless communication. During the propagation, signal experience various effects that impact their strength and quality. Path loss occur as the signal attenuates the over distance due to the natural spreading and absorption by obstacle, increasing with the frequency and distance. Fading refer to signal strength cues in the multiple path propagation, where the signal take multiple paths due to the reflection and screening, leading to the progression can enhance or degrade the signal receptions depending on phase differences. This effect must be considered in the wireless system designed to ensure reliable communication. Then next move to the beamforming and smart antennas. Beamforming. What is the beamforming? Beamforming is directing the antenna radiation pattern toward the specific direction, improving the signal strength and reducing the references. Smart antenna. Smart antennas that adapt their radiation pattern based on the signal condition. SMACA. This standard carrier sense multiple access. It used to the we can use to the they have a different sides. There are differences are CSMACD. The collision detection methodology is what is it? But CSMACA is a collision avoidance protocol, and also CSMACD found in the 802.3 Ethernet network cables, and but CSMACA used in the Ethernet 802.11 network. Also, another difference is the CSMACD is compatible with the wire network, but CSMACA is it compatible with the wireless network. CSMACD is it effective after the network collision detection, but CSMACA is useful prior to the collision detection on the network. These are main difference of the CSMA CD and CSMA CA. Then move to the wireless security protocol. This wireless protocol have a wire equivalent privacy, Wi-Fi protected access, and vulnerability and security enhancers. Consider this protocol. VEP is a weak security protocol. Simply identify that this is a weak weak security protocol. VPA. VPA is a Wi-Fi protected access. It developed the version 2 also and version 3. It is a successive security protocol with the improved encryption and authentication. And then talk about the vulnerabilities and security enhancement. It understands the weakness of old protocol and the strength of the newer ones. Then finally we talk about the future trend in the wireless communication. First we talk about the 5G and beyond. In this concept, what is the 5G and beyond? This consider this 5G connection is a base for this day used to the our connection. It designed to the offer to the fast speed and greater efficiently and more reliable connection. One key innovation is millimeter waves, which operate an high frequency band to the provide very high data rates and low latency, making them ideal for dense urban environment and high bandwidth application. Another critical feature is a massive MIMO, multiple input, multiple output, which use the large number of antenna at both the transmitter and receiver to the significantly increase the network capacity and efficiently, allowing of simultaneous connection and better use to the available spectrum. Network slicing is another breakthrough enabling the division of the single physical network into the multiple virtual network, each tailored to the specific use case, like IoT, ultra reliable low latency communication, or high speed mobile bandwidth. These are offering to the greater flexibility and optimizing the and services differences in 5G and beyond networks. These advantages collective is the wave to the next generation to the connectivity with the application ranging from the anonymous vehicles, autonomous vehicles, and smart city beyond. Then talk about the IoT and smart city. This is another new concept. This IoT and smart city rely heavily on the technology that support the vast number of connected devices varying requirement. Low power wide area network LPWAN. This LPWAN are essential for IT applications that need to operate over the long distances with minimal power consumption. Two popular LPWAN technology are LoRaWAN and NB-IoT. Then we talk about the challenges in the next generation wireless network. We talk about the previously we talk about the how to work with the wireless network and future trends of the wireless network. Now we talk about the challenges and opportunity of the next generation wireless network. Wireless networks are forefront in the innovation as a new technology like 4G, LPWAN and beyond are transforming the communication infrastructure. While these advancements bring the significant potential, they also present the several challenges and open new opportunity for growth. Consider the challenges. Speculum scarcity as a demand for wireless services growth. The available radio frequency spectrum become the increase in the communication. In particularly, 5G and future wireless technology require the access higher frequency band like millimeter waves that are more prone to inference and inferences. Then we talk about the uh, opportunity of the this opportunity in the next generation wireless network. New application and services, new generation wireless network offer the wide range of the opportunity for new application and services, especially with the technology like 4G, LPWAN enabling the high speed, low latency and better conversion. These can fuel the innovation in the field such as the autonomous vehicle, smart city, healthcare, healthcare means remote surgery, patient monitoring, uh, also industrial automation and augmented virtual reality. These applications have a potential to the transform the industry by improving the efficiency, safety and user experience. These are also we can use the edge computing, network slicing. Uh, Both are considered this challenging and opportunity, and also AI and automation. These days use the AI trends in the using the lot of products, and also we can use the wireless communication improve the this AI technology. uh, in the AI technology, we talk about the artificial intelligence and machine learning can be used to optimize network performance, like a predictor demand and automate the operation. This include takes such as network planning, traffic management, and fault detection. AI-driven automation can help the create more adaptive, self-healing network that can better dynamic condition, improving service reliability and reducing the operation cost. In We talk about these challenges and opportunities in the next generation wireless network. Uh, we have a fair get the addressing this challenge which require the collaborating with the technology developers, regulators and industry stakeholders to create efficient, secure and suitable solution. Finally, this today we talk about the how wireless communication, how to wireless communication used to the uh, devices and how to transmit that wireless communication, also fundamental of the network models and uh, models transmissions, and also wireless transmission and future, what are the future trend of the uh, wireless communication, and finally we talk about the challenges and opportunity of the wireless communication. These are all considered this presentation. I think get the some of the idea of the how to wireless communication use the and foundation of what is the wireless communication. Thank you.